And today on Live at 4, Wisconsin's historic recount of votes in the presidential election is now underway. Things officially got underway at 9 this morning in Milwaukee, but not in Waukesha. Ben Jordan live at the Waukesha County Courthouse. He's going to explain in just a moment.
But we want to get right to Casey Geraldo, who's watching the proceedings from Milwaukee. Casey.
Yes, the counting is underway here. A lot of the ballots being fed into machines, but you can see over here the village of Brown Deer, they're still sorting out their ballots. This is not a hand count as Dr. Jill Stein had petitioned for, but the ballots still need to be sorted. Things got going this morning as planned with the inspectors taking their oaths, but then before ballots even came out, an observer raised a question about how the machines were tested. That set the process behind some, but the inspectors have since checked all the ballots to ensure they were correct and began feeding them through the machines. Like I said, the county clerk believes they are still on schedule.
So we're probably a little bit behind schedule, but we fortunately built in a little extra time, so I think we're still going to finish today with what we had hoped to finish.
Zarnecki says the city of Milwaukee will keep counting day in and day out, but the smaller municipalities are on a schedule and they have to count on that schedule, so they'll be here as late as it takes to get through what they need to. The county has set a deadline of December 11th to get it all done, so they have the 12th to catch up if need be. Live in Milwaukee, Casey Geraldo, today's TMJ4.
All right, Casey, thanks.
And now we want to check in with Ben Jordan. He's in Waukesha, where things are going much slower. Ben, what's going on?
As you know, this process was supposed to kick off at 9 o'clock this morning. However, here in Waukesha County, the actual recounting of the ballots has yet to begin. Here's a look inside the recount room. 20 tabulators have been waiting all day to fire up their optical scanners or voting machines, all of which have been tested twice. The holdup has been formalities. First, the board of canvassers had to vote on the method. One canvasser motioned for a hand recount. However, that was denied 2-1. Then tabulators, clerks, and the public were informed of the process. Then they had to go through poll books to make sure numbers from the election matched up to their ballot count. Now they are working on the absentee logs, making sure those numbers match up. The clerk says they're a bit behind schedule.
I would suspect that we're not for today. However, I've built out a timeline that gives us a virtual full last day of no one scheduled.
They'll get it done. They'll get it done. They're going to work 3 shifts if necessary.
I'd hoped we would at least have started counting the ballots by now.
And the official recount is set to start after dinner tonight. They plan to start with the absentee ballots. They're going to be calling it quits tonight at midnight. We'll have another update coming up at 5. Live in Waukesha, Ben Jordan, today's TMJ4.